Why are you into Airsoft? Well, one of my reasons is the social interactions with the people around Airsoft and having fun. And this small event had it all. Hello and welcome to this week's video. And in this week's video, I'm gonna go over a small event I went to a few weeks ago. I was present on the first Airsoft market or fair, however you want to call it, organized by Airborne Events, and I had a blast. Was it small? Yeah. Were there a lot of people? No. Did I have a blast? Hell yeah! And in this video, I'm gonna tell you why. Now let's start with the idea of the event. The idea of the event was to give players a chance to come together in a different setting. There was a chance for players to sell their second-hand gear. There was a chance for new players to find out more about anything Airsoft related. There was a chance for teams to represent themselves. If they need, if they're looking for new players, they can give that information to all the people that were there. And you heard it right, Airborne Events gave a lot of chances to Airsofters. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to be there. I wanted to support the projects where people are trying to do something good for the community. So yeah, now Airborne Events is one of the newer organizations in Belgium and they are doing a really good job. Now, they are now organizing events on the field that I knew from the past as Breaking Point 2, but they give it a new name. Now it's called Blackwoods, and they are redoing the complete field. They are building new structures. They are maintaining the field, and something like that I can only support. One of the other reasons I wanted to go there, because I wanted to see what they were doing with the field, because I loved playing on that field 10 years ago, and I'm looking forward to play on it again after I saw what they were doing there. And as I said, I'm pretty active in the Airsoft community, and I was able to represent a few different things, and I'm going to go over those things right now. The first thing, that's pretty easy. That's just me, myself, and Verage Airsoft. I wanted to show the people what I'm doing, making those videos, and also why I created the channel and what my future plans with the channel are. That was just basically me promoting myself of what I'm doing, giving cards to people, and being myself. And that was pretty fun to be finally just being me and selling myself for the things what I stand for. And I just love doing that. Giving cards to people with my name on it, that was amazing. I just loved it. Now the second thing is Airsoft Alliance Belgium, and I have been a part of AAB or AAB or whatever you want to call it for 6 or 7 years. I can't even recall with the corona years, but a long time, let's say 6-7 years I haven't acted with that organization. And I wanted to be on that fair as Airsoft Alliance Belgium because mostly we were working behind the scenes and people don't see that, but we need a lot of people supporting us to be able to give that higher level to Airsoft in Belgium so we can keep playing the way that we are playing. So for me it's really important to give that message to the people, and that's why I wanted to have a little booth with Airsoft Alliance Belgium. And apparently a lot of people know who we are or they heard about us, but they don't really know what we do. So this was the perfect opportunity to explain to people why it's interesting to be a member of Airsoft Alliance Belgium. And yes, I will be putting all the links of everything that I'm doing and what I'm talking about. I'll put them in the description. So if you want to know more about that, just go to the description. Now third up, that is ICS. I have been in the ICS captain program for 5 years. Well, this is my 5th year and I have been having an amazing time. I just love communicating with people in ICS. I love the interactions with the other ICS captains around the world to be able to make something better and giving information about products and providing that information to other people. And this is why I had the booth with me. I had a booth with all my rifles and a lot of information about ICS. People were able to ask me questions about the rifles, about the company, and I was able to give them some answers. So to that booth I brought rifles, pistols, and of course some goodies to give away to the people, because giving patches away to people is just awesome. Airsofters like patches. Now the fourth thing is Airsoft United. Like I said, I was there for a lot of stuff. So Airsoft United is a website that this is a little bit my little child that I made. I have been working on it for over 6 years to assemble airsofters in Belgium, and last year we spread that to the world. So yeah, not a lot of people know about that, and I was able to talk to the organizers, I was able to talk to the players to explain them what Airsoft United is and what the idea of Airsoft United is and what we can do with it in the future. It was also the perfect opportunity to talk about Airsoft the World. That is the next step of Airsoft United, but more about that in later videos or a live stream. I'm planning a live stream for that, so if you want to keep up to date about that, don't forget to subscribe on the channel. So I was able to explain people in real life what Airsoft United was. And when I was talking to the people, I realized again why we needed it. Because if you're behind your computer, it's really hard to read the people. But when you are there in real life, it's easier to communicate with people, and they just love the idea. So more and more people should talk about Airsoft United, so we can get the ball rolling in Belgium and ask organizers to be a part of that. But I'm not going to go into much detail. I also have a few videos about Airsoft United on my channel, and I will put the link in the description. Now, the fifth thing that I brought with me was RS Alpha. You know, guys, I really am a fan of the system RS Alpha, the app, the props, the people that are making it. RS Alpha is next level airsoft stuff, and I wanted to show it to the people. I had the boxes still laying around from the tests that I did, so I just brought them and showed it to the organizer. The organizer was really interested in the system and how it worked, and again, it was amazing to be able to talk about that in real life, not just behind a computer screen, but just showing how everything is working on a tablet, on the phone, with the props like on the table. So yeah, it's a lot more fun to communicate with people in real life. So I'm really looking forward to do that again in the near future. Now, I brought with me the ATS, the ATB, and of course some phones and a tablet to show how it is working. Now, sadly, I have to give away the props again. I will be really sad because I loved using them in games and explaining it to other people. But for more information, description, and support those guys because they're doing an amazing job. And then the last thing that I brought with me was my secondhand gear. Yes, all airsofters had a lot of stuff laying around in their closet, and this was a perfect opportunity to sell some of my stuff. And I was able to sell some stuff really cheap to people that I know, that I didn't know, and it was also fun to have cool interaction about the gear that I was using, because I had all my gear with me, but I did not use it, or I didn't display it because I already had a lot of stuff with me. But if you want to know more about my gear, you know where to find it. It's on my channel. And it was amazing to be able to talk to people in real life again. If Corona taught me one thing, is that I need to be able to talk to people in real life about everything that I do, because that is the way that you can bring the message to people. Yes, all the online stuff is amazing for if you're far away, but you need to be able to communicate with the people in real life to have a real interaction. And that is something that I missed really badly. And what made this event so great is that if you go to an airsoft event, you are there to shoot BBs and play your game. Now I had the whole day to talk about airsoft stuff. And this is something that I miss on events. I am not able to talk the way that I was able to talk on this airsoft market. I got the time. People have time. People are not refilling their magazines. I don't have to refill my magazines. I can take the time to talk to people and explain stuff a little bit more deeper. And sometimes you need to have that time to bring over your point or the thing that you want to say. So this airsoft market, I had a blast because of that. Talking to people is something that I like to do because I have a lot of ideas in my head, and those ideas need to get out. On the social media platforms, yes, you can spit ideas, but now you had that social interaction. And this is why I will surely be back next year if they do it again. And I hope they do it again because I had an amazing time. And I noticed that it's not only me that needs that. The people that were there had an amazing time just talking to people, sitting down, having a conversation about everything that they do in Airsoft. So thank you, Airborne Event, for organizing this event. Even though it was small, the people that were there had an amazing time. So yes, I want to thank Airborne Events for organizing this event, because yes, there were not that many people. Yes, there were not that many booths, but you did something to get the people off their ass, and you have to start somewhere. So kudos to you. Thank you for organizing this. Now, I also put some more information about Airborne Events in the description if you want to go play there. If you want to find more information about the organization, in the description, more information. And as soon as there is a new date, I will announce it on my Discord or my other social media channels. But let's get together and have a good time, have a drink, and talk about airsoft related stuff. But for now, I will be wishing you a very good evening, and I'll see you next week for a new video. Bye!